A lot of Apple Vision Pros are being returned, but why? I've been following this story for a while. It's been in the news for like a month, and I think I understand the full picture. It basically comes down to two main reasons. You see, the reason why so many people got it in the first place is because it's a new Apple product, right? There's a lot of hype surrounding anything new, especially from a hype beast company like Apple, so a lot of them jumped on board with that bandwagon.
Out of control lines, people waiting hours, even days. Apple fans across America don't appear to be losing any enthusiasm over the iPhone. Things in LA even turning violent. Check out this brawl that broke out after one man discovered someone had been paying homeless people to hold places in line. It's the kind of fierce loyalty Apple is banking on.
But once they got it, the first reason kicked in, that is, it's not that useful just yet. There aren't that many useful things you can do in this spatial computer that Apple has made. I mean, it doesn't have Netflix, doesn't have official YouTube, so you can't watch like two main media giants on there. And yes, while it can do wonders for multitasking with, multi-monitor setups, there are drawbacks with that too. I'm sure you've seen the reviews, you know what I'm talking about, with only one window being operational at a time. So within that 14-day return window, which Apple usually has, people realized, this doesn't do much. Especially for $3,500, nah. So they realized that if I keep this headset around after that 14-day return period, I'm gonna have to give that money up forever. So they returned it. Apple has that same return policy where if you have the original packaging and the receipt from where you purchased, you can return it. There will be a survey to understand exactly why you returned such an expensive item, but you can say anything you wish there. It's just to collect your feedback. And funnily enough, apparently there were a lot of YouTubers as well returning theirs. People just wanted to make videos, so they bought one, made a ton of videos and then returned it. I did see a lot of smaller channels pumping out dozens of videos on the Vision Pro. I mean, some of them are still doing it today, so they obviously outlasted the return window, so they are not like that. The equivalent headset from Meta does a lot more for a significantly lower price. So I'm assuming those who already had that clearly saw that this thing isn't capable just yet, so they may have decided to give back this expensive piece of hardware that isn't really that capable. I mean, on a hardware level, it is very capable, but the software isn't fully developed yet. It's essentially in a beta stage. Apple doesn't do betas, but it's pretty evident when you use it that it doesn't have that many features. Essentially, it's meant for the early adopters, those who take the newest tech first, even at the highest prices. It's not quite ready for the general public, and I think people realize that. But either way, the first gen product is usually pretty bad. Like, look at the first Galaxy Fold. That was laughably bad compared to modern standards. We need to have that first crappy product so that the ones following it can be better. And Apple is not exempt from that. This was their first attempt, a pretty good attempt, but not quite a rockstar success story that they were hoping. And I think they know that already. They're not dumb. So long story short, I'm waiting for the Vision Pro 2. I'm hoping it'll be at lower prices with more features. What about you? Are you interested in these VR, AR headsets, or have you never considered one?